Welcome to the Prepper Almanac. Thanks for swinging by the channel today. We've all seen the headlines and have heard the whispers. The world can change in a heartbeat. It can be natural disasters, severe economic turmoil, or societal unrest. Panic won't help you survive. Knowledge will. Today we're going to discuss the 40 most valuable items to hoard for a societal collapse. Be resourceful, resilient, and ready for anything. Whether it's an economic downturn, disaster, or a complete societal collapse, being prepared is key. So, let's get to it. Here are the 40 items for preppers to ponder that could mean the difference between weathering the storm and getting swept away. During prepper scenarios, I've learned the hard way that water is king. You can go without food for days, but dehydration will take you down fast. In a societal breakdown, clean water sources might become contaminated. Start by stockpiling at least 1 gallon of water per person per day. Invest in water purification methods like filters and tablets, and learn how to build a DIY solar still. When the taps run dry, you'll need to be your own source of clean water. Hunger is a distraction you can't afford in a crisis. Stocking up on non-perishable food is crucial to be ready for a prepper situation. Think rice, beans, lentils, canned goods, dried fruits, and nuts. Aim for a 3-month supply per person. Surviving isn't just about staying alive, it's about staying human during uncertain times. Injuries happen, especially in unpredictable prepper situations. A well-stocked first aid kit is your first line of defense. Bandages, antiseptics, pain relievers, and gauze are all essentials. Knowledge is power, and in a crisis it could be the difference between life and death. Imagine a world without electricity. This is quite possible in a prepper scenario. With no lights, no refrigeration, and no way to cook food or stay warm, fuel becomes a lifeline. Be sure to stockpile gasoline, propane, or firewood. Think about alternative energy sources like solar chargers for your essential electronics as well. A leaking fuel can be just as dangerous as having none at all. When society breaks down, so do the rules. You need to be prepared to protect yourself and your loved ones. This doesn't necessarily mean guns, although they are an option. Think practically. A sturdy knife, pepper spray, even a baseball bat can be effective deterrents. Confidence and awareness can be your greatest weapons. A good set of tools can be as valuable as gold. Essentials like a hammer, screwdrivers, wrenches, a saw, shovel, and a multi-tool are key. These tools build, repair, and help you adapt in uncertain situations. A true survivor is resourceful and can improvise. Forget fashion and prioritize function when it comes to clothes. Durable, weather-appropriate clothing is a must. Use thick layers like thermal underwear, waterproof jackets, sturdy pants, and comfortable, broken-in hiking boots. Staying warm and dry is about avoiding hypothermia during those stressful situations. In a crisis, information is power. A weather radio can be your lifeline, providing updates and emergency broadcasts. Consider a hand crank or solar-powered radio, as batteries may be scarce. Walkie-talkies are great for short-range communication with your group or family. Good hygiene isn't just about feeling fresh, it's about preventing disease, especially in close quarters. Soap, toothpaste, toilet paper, and hand sanitizer will disappear quickly in emergencies. Buckets, bleach, and trash bags are crucial for maintaining a hygienic living space as well, so be sure to stock up. You've got the food, now you need to cook it. A simple camp stove and fuel canisters are a must-have. Learn fire-starting techniques and invest in a durable cast iron pot or Dutch oven. These can handle anything from boiling water to baking bread, so you're ready for any prepper scenario. Staying warm is about more than comfort, it's about survival. Depending on your climate, you'll need a plan for heat. A wood-burning stove is ideal if you have the space, but even a small propane heater can make a difference. So be sure to grab a couple to be prepared for any scenario. Insulating your shelter is just as important as the heat source as well. In a world without electricity, batteries are precious commodities. Stock up on AA, AAA, C, D, and 9-volt batteries for essential electronics. Invest in rechargeable batteries and a solar charger. Recharging batteries could be a game changer. Be sure to go to your local dollar store, Dollar General, or even Costco because you can stock up and pick up batteries in bulk. When the grid goes down during some prepper scenario, so do the lights. Reliable light sources are crucial for navigating your home, signaling for help, and maintaining normalcy. Stock up on flashlights, headlamps, lanterns, and candles. Again, a lot of these can be picked up at a local dollar store. There may come a time when you need to move fast in uncertain situations. A reliable vehicle with four-wheel drive and good gas mileage is invaluable. Bicycles are great for shorter distances and require no fuel. Be sure to get a cheap bicycle and a bunch of spare parts so you are prepared. A sturdy backpack is essential for carrying your supplies as well. Be sure to grab a couple for your stockpile. Long-term survival depends on self-sufficiency, and nothing says self-sufficiency like growing your own food. Heirloom seeds are your ticket to renewable food. Choose a variety of vegetables, fruits, and herbs suitable for your climate. This is one of the most important issues. To be self-sufficient is one of the most important concepts as a prepper, so start growing your own food. Your home is your castle, but what happens when it's compromised? Having a plan for alternative shelter is crucial. A tent, tarp, and sleeping bags are essential for bugging out. Be sure to stock up on all of these. In addition, they could become great barter items if need be. In a world without currency, bartering becomes the new economy. Having valuable items for trade is essential. Think practical items like lighters, knives, alcohol, cigarettes, coffee, tea, or even hygiene products. You can pick up a lot of these items cheaply, and then could be prepared for when it's necessary to start bartering. In addition, I did another video about bartering that does a deeper dive on this topic. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below so you can watch it after this video. While bartering might become the norm, having cash on hand is still a good idea. Small denominations are best, as they'll be easier to use for transactions. Keep your cash hidden and secure. Survival isn't just physical, it's mental. Books, cards, board games, and musical instruments all remind us of our humanity and keep our spirits up during tough times. Be sure to stock up on these. In addition, they could become barter items as well. When the internet goes down, books become the ultimate source of knowledge. Stock up on survival guides, first aid manuals, gardening books, and anything else that could be helpful in a pinch. The more you know, the better prepared you'll be. So get a bunch of books now so you aren't dependent on the internet. Another key item to keep handy are all of your important documents. Keep physical copies of all your important documents securely in a waterproof and fireproof safe or container at home. In addition, make sure you have identification too. Navigating without technology is a crucial survival skill. A compass and a local map and even a regional map are essential. Learn basic map and compass skills because when the internet is down, your GPS won't be working. Being exposed to the elements can be as dangerous as any other threat. A sturdy tent, a tarp, a good quality raincoat, and waterproof clothing are all essential for weathering the storm. In a long-term survival situation, you may need to build or repair shelters, furniture, or even tools. Having a supply of essential building materials on hand will be invaluable. Consider items such as handsaws, axes, a hatchet, a wood chisel set, a pocket knife, a multi-tool, a hammer, tape measure, chalk, screwdriver set, wrenches, pliers, a shovel, and many others. If you think of more examples, please put your thoughts in the comment section below. Proper waste disposal is crucial for sanitation and preventing disease. Heavy-duty trash bags, a shovel, and a plan for human waste disposal are essential. Consider building a composting toilet, so be sure to think this through and map this out. It's imperative that you have a plan for this part of a prepper scenario. We talked earlier about stockpiling water, but what about long-term storage? Invest in large-capacity containers like 55-gallon drums or a rain collection system. Treat stored water with bleach or purification tablets to prevent bacteria growth. Remember, clean water is essential for survival. When food stores run low, knowing how to fish can be a lifesaver. A basic fishing kit with the basics like a rod, reel, line, hooks, and bait is essential for any prepper. Learn basic fishing techniques and how to identify edible fish in your area. And do it now so you have practice in place before you really need the skill in a prepper scenario. Hunting is another skill to explore. It can be challenging but rewarding for your food supply. A hunting rifle or bow, ammunition, and a hunting license are essential. Learn to field dress and process your kill. Learn the basics now, so you are ready for whatever the future may hold. We talked about seeds, but you'll need more to create a thriving garden. Basic tools like a shovel, rake, hoe, and trowel are essential. Composting is a great way to create fertilizer. Be sure to create that garden, so you have fresh food ready when the grid goes down. I did another video titled, The Complete Guide to Survival Gardening for Preppers. that goes into this subject matter deeper. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below so you can watch it after this video. Raising livestock takes work, but it can provide a sustainable source of meat, eggs for you, and dairy for you and your family. Chickens are a great start, as they are easy to care for and provide fresh eggs. So, think it through. What can you do now in order to test everything so you are ready for the unexpected? Preserving your food is as important as growing or hunting it. Canning, dehydrating, smoking, and pickling are effective methods of food preservation. Learn proper techniques for each method to prevent spoilage. When mechanics are scarce, be your own pit crew. Learn basic vehicle maintenance like changing a tire, checking fluids, and jump-starting a battery. Keep a basic set of tools and spare parts. Repairing your gear is crucial for long-term survival. Duct tape, zip ties, super glue, and a sewing kit can fix many problems. Be sure to stock up on all of these. Learn basic sewing and repair techniques as well. In a crisis, you need to be prepared for more than just violence. Dust masks, safety goggles, and work gloves can protect you from dust, debris, and harmful chemicals in the air. In addition, you should probably fortify your home. I have actually done a full video on that topic, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. You can watch that video after this one to add to your knowledge base as a prepper. Survival isn't necessarily a solo endeavor. A strong community can make all the difference. Sharing skills and resources increases your chances of survival. Please note, while this is true, there is a counter-argument in the prepper community about being a gray man and not trusting anybody. So do what is best for your circumstance. In the short term, having help is probably fine. However, long term when society breaks down, maybe being a gray man isn't such a bad idea. Again, I have a full video on the topic of being a gray man, so I'll leave a link down below for that video too. The more skills you have, the more valuable you become. Learn carpentry, plumbing, electrical work, or medical training. There is a plethora of skills you should learn, so be sure to grab a book and start learning, or go to the internet before it goes down, and learn as much as possible. Other skills preppers learn about are hunting, fishing, trapping, fire starting, water procurement, and knot tying, just to name a few. So start studying. Survival is just as much about mental fortitude as it is about physical preparation. Having coping mechanisms for stress, anxiety, and trauma is crucial. Meditation, journaling, exercise, and maintaining a positive attitude can help you stay strong during tough times. Relying on stored fuel is risky. Explore alternative energy sources like solar panels, wind turbines, or a hand-crank generator for renewable power. Start small and build your off-grid energy system. This will help you get to the point of being self-sufficient when you need it the most. Long-term survival requires careful planning. Think about food production, water management, security, community building, and education for future generations. Surviving the initial collapse is just the beginning. Survival is a marathon, not a sprint. So be sure to map out your plan and start stocking up. We've covered a lot today, but remember, this is just the beginning. Preparedness is a journey, not a destination. Keep learning and adapting. As we wrap up today's video, if you have any questions or if there are any topics that you would like discussed in the future, let us know in the comment section below. We love to get video ideas from the community, and be sure to like today's video and subscribe to the channel in order to be notified of the next prepper video we release. Also check out the link in the description for a list of offers of free prepper gear and free prepper items to check out. And thanks for swinging by the Prepper Almanac today. It's appreciated.